Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances that are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar, not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So today I have an update for you, and this update is for the brand Jacomo. Brand Jacomo is originated in New York between two designers. They come up with this brand. They've been around for a very long time, I think since 60s, 1960s, but their first fragrance was released in 1970s, and since then they've been releasing not that often, maybe once every few years, one fragrance, and they do it so well that everybody takes everybody's attention. So in their portfolio they don't have that many, maybe altogether about five, six of them, 5, 6 for ladies, 5, 6 for men. And this one is released 2021. This one is called Jacomo De Jacomo, and this is in black. Eau de Toilette 100 ml, and this is marketed for men, and I agree this is very masculine, although in a strange way my wife liked it so much she said she could easily wear it, so take that for what it's worth. So let me tell you first thing first. In the United Kingdom, you can find it under £30. I paid, I think, £25, something like that, which worth every penny. And I'll tell you what in a minute. In terms of the performance, it's very good, especially for eau de toilette. On my skin, it lasted around 6 to 8 hours. On my t-shirt, it went more than 10 hours. So it's a good performance, especially because it's eau de toilette. The season, this is all year round. You can use it warmer weather, cooler weather. It's got those character that you can use it all year round, but it's a little bit better suited for warmer weather because it's got freshness to it. And in terms of the sex, as I said, this is very masculine, at least to my nose. This is uber masculine, massive moustache, hairy chest, but in a way, because it's got floral, it's got some powdery aspect to it, and also a little bit of sweetness. Ladies, if you like this kind of fragrance, you can easily wear it, because as I said, my wife, she likes it so much, she said she could wear it easily. So occasion, this is again very versatile. You can dress it up, dress it down, formal, informal, day, night, any occasion. This is very versatile. And in terms of age, definitely mature, I would say 25 and up, maybe even 30 and up, to be on the safe side, because this is very classic, this is old school, this is like a barbershop fragrance, so it is very reminiscent of 70s and 80s fragrances. So the smell is amazing. I'm a middle-aged man, I love my classics. I think the perfumery peaked in 80s and 90s, so I love those era. And this one, it would take me back the second I smell it. So goodness me, beautiful. I give it 10 out of 10. It's gorgeous, but you need to like this kind of fragrances. This is very classic, this is very masculine, very spicy, very floral, very nutty, very earthy, very powdery. I will tell you in a minute with the smell. Okay, so this is super masculine, uber masculine, reminiscent of 70s and 80s and 90s fragrances. Barbershop, masculine, spicy, bold. This very bold. If you are a middle-aged man like me, if you like your classics, I never recommend Blind Buy. But if you are like that, go and get it and thank me later, because it's mesmerizing how good this is. So let me read you the note breakdown according to the Fragrantica. So on top we got cardamom, mint and lemon. In the mid we have lavender, cyclamen, cedar and lily of the valley. In the base we have amberwood, incense, amber, vanilla and tonka. So everything in here, it says, is correct. I smell all of these things, plus I smell few things that they are not mentioned in here. For example, I smell big iris. Yes, I'm not sure if it's a combination of lavender, cyclamen and lily of the valley. Combination of them give me the sense or the feel or the smell of iris, or is there an iris in here, because it smells of big iris. Goodness me, yes, there's a big iris in here. So that iris is not mentioned in here. The other thing it is not mentioned in here is, which is I feel it, and that is, oh my goodness, so it's the nuttiness. But I think the nuttiness is come from mainly from tonka bean. But I can smell something like a nutmeg. I can smell something like a hazelnut, something tiny bit of chocolatiness to it as well. This is unbelievable, so complex and so layered and so multifaceted. And also, when you smell it, you think, if somebody puts in front of you and said, guess the year this was released, you would say 70s, 80s. Definitely, no doubt. No way you can tell this is released 2021. So for that, you have to give Jacomo the prop. You have to tell them, well done, Jacomo, to go completely against the trend what it is today, which is, we know what it is, mainly those crowd pleasing sweets and fresh blah blah blah. But this one is completely the other direction, and they're going back to the roots, which is 70s and 80s perfumery, and they done it to perfection. Everything in here, it does smell beautiful, nothing out of place, nothing too much, nothing too little, nothing say this is not good, you know. And it smells natural, and that is mind-blowing. Okay, it smells supernatural to me. It doesn't smell synthetic whatsoever. I'm sure there are some elements in here that are synthetic, but they done it in a way, the perfumery, the notes, the combination, the accords, and all these things together work so well that you cannot tell this is got synthetic in here. So when it opens up very, very minty, and also the cardamom, mint, and I can also smell something like a cinnamon. So cinnamon, cardamom, mint, nutmeg, and lemon. Yes, the lemon is big in the beginning. So it opens up like that and is mesmerizing. It hits you in the face. From the first moment it opens super masculine, uber masculine. So here you go. Do you like masculine fragrances? You think you can handle it? Here you are. And it hits you in the face. And for that, I love it. It's not apologizing. It's not trying to be crowd pleaser. It's not trying to be metrosexual or unisex and all these things. No, it says, I am masculine and I am here to shock you. It's not a shock if you like this kind of fragrances, and if you had this kind of fragrances, and if you know this kind of fragrances and you try them and you wore them, it's not a shock to you. But if you only know today's fragrances, say, you know, the last 10 years releases, if you have these kind of fragrances, this will shock you. You think, hold on a minute, what is this? Is this from planet Mars or from planet Venus? This is completely different, okay? So for that, I applaud it. Anyway, so in the mid, is dominated by lavender. Lavender is a huge player. I would say about 80% of this fragrance is about lavender. Lavender, okay? And also the cedar and the lily of the valley, and I said iris. So these things together, making it powdery, making it dusty, and making it soapy. So you need to like this kind of fragrances. So it's very powdery, it's very soapy, and it's very dusty, and there's a tiny bit of smokiness come from the tonka bean as well. Oh, I just want to smell it. It's just so beautifully done. And then in the mid, you end up with amberwood, incense, amber, vanilla, and tonka bean. So the combination of tonka bean and vanilla here, it giving a throughout sweetness from the beginning to the end, but it's not overly sweet. As I said in the beginning, this is done to perfection. Everything is balanced. There's nothing out of place. Nothing's too much. And vanilla and tonka bean, yes, they're giving a sweetness, but the sweetness is around 4 to 5, which is medium sweetness, which is beautiful for these kind of fragrances. And also the combination of the vanilla, tonka bean, and amber giving it very smooth ride. So it's making it very smooth. To my nose, I think there is a sandalwood here as well. Yeah, I can detect something like sandalwood, but it's not mentioned in here again. But that combination of sandalwood, cedar, vanilla, tonka bean, amber, and incense, giving it a very smooth base. And that smooth base is nutty, is earthy, is woody, is sweet. But as I said, everything is perfection here. Everything done balanced, nothing out of place, nothing too much, nothing too little. Everything is done to perfection. I give it 10 out of 10. Beautiful for me as a middle-aged man, as somebody who loves his classical genres. If you like classical genre, no-brainer. If you like very, very masculine fragrances, no-brainer. If you like fragrances reminiscent of 70s and 80s, no-brainer. If you like fragrances that completely against what is trendy today, no-brainer. So this is very, very dear to me because of that, because it's released in a time that 95% of the trend is towards sweet, gourmand, vanillic, you know, the trend what is today, the crowd pleaser, people pleaser, blah blah blah. This is completely against that. It's nothing to do with those things. So overall, I give it 10 out of 10 for the smell, 10 out of 10 for presentation. Very, very good for under £25. That is no-brainer again. You know, look at this, just so classic, so beautifully done. It's like a work of art. It's just done to perfection, to at least to my eye. And in terms of performance, again, for Eau de Toilette is very, very good. 6 to 8 hours lasted on my skin. On t-shirt went over 10 hours. I put 5 sprays and that was ample enough for me. But if you want other people to smell you, if you want to go outside, you need to put more, up to maybe 10. So because it added a toilette, you need a little bit more, but it's just mesmerizingly beautiful. Oh my goodness. So very nutty, very powdery, very floral, woody. The tonka bean is dominant here. So the 3 biggest player here are the lavender, the tonka bean, and the cardamom. These 3 are the biggest player. After that, the rest of them are just basically a smaller role. But to me, this is perfection in a bottle. I love it to bits. I highly recommend it, but you need to be a mature person. You need to like your classical, and you need to like barbershop, classical, very masculine, spicy, floral, and also woody fragrance. Okay guys, thank you very much to join me today. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, you know what to do. Hit those buttons. This way you help me, you encourage me, you motivate me to make videos like this in future. Your help, your motivation will take this channel a long way, and I appreciate that very much. Thank you for your support. If you'd like to support me by buying one of my own fragrances, they're out of this world. They are super unique, very artistic, very unusual, and super long lasting. Very, very good value for money, but you need to live in United Kingdom in order to purchase them. I leave the links as well in the description. If you know it, if you have it, if you know it, tried it, let us know. Thank you very much, and I see you later. Bye.